Welcome to my food journey. And today we have the most popular salad in the Middle East other than tabbouleh. We have fattoush, and that's what we're going to learn how to make. Now, what we love about this salad is you can pretty much use whatever veggies you have. So if I kind of say, hey, you need green capsicum and you don't have green capsicum, it doesn't matter. So the key to a really fresh, beautiful salad is fresh ingredients, right? So start off with fresh ingredients and you will get a delicious salad. What differentiates fattoush from any other salad is the crunchy bread. I will always start my fattoush salad by dicing up the tomatoes first, because I actually put them into the sieve, because if your tomatoes are really watery, they will make your salad quite soggy. Some of you may know your fattoush for being finer chopped. This one here is chunkier. So cucumber, remove the ends, okay, lengthwise cut in half, and then lengthwise again, cut in half again, and also we want it chunky. Onto our capsicum, and so you'll see in the recipe I've got yellow, red and green capsicum, and my son ate the green capsicum yesterday. All good. Remember, it's rustic, it's forgiving, so this one will be without green capsicum, but add green capsicum to yours. First, I want strips of the capsicum, and then let's keep it chunky. Onto our radish. So radish is really beautiful in fattoush salad. It's crunchy, and let's not even mention how healthy that is for you. So let's cut in half diagonally and then in half again diagonally. Okay, turn those around, and now it is completely up to you whether you're going to go chunky or thin. I wouldn't do it too chunky because radish has got an overwhelming flavor. For a smaller one, perhaps just cut it in half and then just slice it, just to end up with, say, like bigger pieces. Now, I know not everybody loves red onion. If you slice it really thinly, it gives a beautiful flavor to your salads. But again, if you wanted to leave that out, it's okay. So this one here, I do slice thinly because I'm not one for chunky onion in my salad. Really, you only need a half of a small onion or a quarter of a medium-sized one. When you are placing your onions into your bowl with all the vegetables, break it up, okay? You need to break up the onion, okay, so it's not chunky. Spring onion, if you chop it really finely, becomes really watery, so you don't want that texture. You don't want it to be watery. So medium, and use the ends. Onto our fresh herbs. So in fattoush we use mint leaves. Okay, so take the mint leaves apart, just like that, and we're going to chop them finely. With mint, I always like to chop it right at the end before I mix, because it can also change color. So mint you can never chop ahead of time. So chopping the parsley now, so if you really have time on your hands, you can actually use the parsley leaves and just tear, but that does kind of take time. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to remove the end stems of the parsley, and now I'm going to chop the parsley. Now I'm going to get a little bit of stem here, but that's okay. That's quite nice in your salad. And I'm going to give you now a tip. If you wanted to get your fattoush ready for dinner that's later on in the day, and you wanted to chop your mint, okay, now we know mint goes black if it just sits out. So what we're going to do here is we're going to chop both mint and parsley together, and then I'm going to cover the mint with the parsley, okay, and that prevents it from changing color. So when you put that into your bowl, okay, make sure your mint is under the parsley. And now we are chopping the red cabbage to add to our fattoush. We slice it thinly, and you don't want too much of that. Not everyone will add red cabbage to their fattoush. I learnt this from a dear friend of mine. I think it gives it a vibrant colour, a beautiful colour, and a good texture. It's always a good idea to break the vegetables in your hands when you're placing them in the bowl, so they're not clumpy, they don't just stick together. When you're serving it, you'll find that if something is not kind of loose, it sticks together. And now we have our lettuce leaves. I use cos lettuce. You honestly could use iceberg lettuce. It's a no-no from me to use gourmet lettuce. So first thing first, let's fry the bread. Stay close to your frying pan because you can easily overcook them. So we're looking for a nice golden colour here. So unlike my other recipes, when I remove the bread from the oil, I usually put it on a flat plate with paper towels. This time we're going to use just a bowl, okay? And use a bowl big enough so you can toss that bread, and I'll show you how we're going to toss the sumac and the bread together. And now what we're going to do here, add some sumac. So sprinkle sumac all over your bread and toss. Okay, that's flavour. So here we have chopped all our vegetables. We have got the tomato, and if you have a look at the tomato, all the water that has drained. Now you can imagine that water would have been in your salad. We can add that to our salad and we will start making the dressing. So I always use a jar for my dressing because I find it allows me to shake it really well and mix all those herbs and lemon and oil together so well. What's a little bit different about my fattoush is that I have sumac, I have white pepper, I have black pepper, and I have also cinnamon in my dressing. Very optional. You could just opt for lemon, olive oil, salt and pepper, or you can go ahead and try that because it's quite good. Here I've got some lemon juice that I'm going to add to the jar along with some olive oil and a little bit of cinnamon ground. You don't have to, it could just be a pinch. And I have some sumac, a little pinch of white pepper, and I'm going to also add a little bit of black pepper. Okay, not too much. And here we're adding the salt, so as much salt as you want. Lid on, give that a really good shake. Okay, so you really want those to combine. And now we pour that dressing all over our salad. And now let's just combine that. Okay, I love mixing my salad with my hands. I love feeling the texture of the vegetables. I also like to know how balanced those vegetables are with the dressing that I've just added. So this is actually perfect. Okay, it's not watery at all. This step is completely up to you. Do you want to mix your bread with your salad, or do you want to scatter those on the top? It's completely up to you, or we can do both. So let's just grab a handful of the fried bread and let's toss them. And remember, what differentiates fattoush salad from any other salad is that crispy bread. And here we go. Our salad is ready to go. So into the bowl, your serving bowl it goes. And remember, those crispy breads, they can go on the top.